in the last year or so, Sean has grew that club to over 30 members. Now he has to wait in line to use the bathroom. And I'm sure he's happy with that. With that, we're going to get into our final speaker, our keynote speaker today. This seems like night is over outside and gloomy. I'd like to introduce our keynote. Pham is a senior scientist for a biotech company. He was a refugee who escaped from Vietnam to Hong Kong in 1988 after spending 2.5 years and surviving tremendous hardship in different refugee camps in Hong Kong and the Philippines. He arrived in California in 1990 and has lived here ever since. He has reached many achievements in his education and career with family and oops, I'm sorry, my printing here. Charity efforts. He has been given impressive opportunities in this country that he could never have offered in his home country. He perceived his achieved American dream, and it cannot be better. And better yet, he has found Toastmasters more than 4 years ago. He's a member of Anaheim Club 2 and Orange County Communicators. He loves being in Toastmasters and strongly believes in Toastmasters is where leaders and great followers are made. Because of Toastmasters, he has gained the confidence and achieved great communication skills that enable him to be effective at work and in his charity work also. He also helps fellow people who live in poverty and who are victims of natural disasters in the central parts of Vietnam. His next success would be obtaining the Distinguished Toastmaster designation. He has been working hard since 2014. The goal is within reach, and he is currently working on the Advanced Leadership Silver, the last hurdle towards the DTM designation. If you have goals and dreams, and you seem to be unable to get them off the ground, and this is where my printer messes up, achieve them, he has a few tips on how it can be done by following his goals. He adds, the title of the speech is Faster Goal Achievement. Please welcome Pham.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you for that wonderful question. Are you hungry? I know it's time for lunch, but I don't mean hungry for food. Are you hungry to achieve your goals? How many of you want to stay fit but don't have a regular exercise routine? How many of you make New Year resolution but do not follow them? And how many of you set your personal goals but never or spend any time for your goals? Don't worry, you are not alone. Million people set personal goals but never achieve them. So as we start our new year and approach the second half of Toastmaster International Physical Year, the question is, what do you do to achieve your goals? I know it's not a simple question, rather than it's a thought-provoking one. We do not sleep to our growth or success. Our professional or personal goal do not arrive like manna arriving from heaven in the biblical story. Personal or professional goal requires sacrifice and strategy. So whatever your goals are, serving your clubs, serving your district, or building new clubs, what step do you take towards your goal? So the next 10 minutes or so, I would like to go over with you simple technique that I embrace, that I think you might apply to achieve your goals faster. Number one, visualize. Visualize the pleasure of reaching your goals. Visualize what you become. Visualize how you would be and how your lifestyle will change. If you want to be a millionaire, visualize driving exotic car like Porsche or Lamborghini or Ferrari. Visualize living in your dream house with 10, 20 different rooms, with a big lawn in front of the house, a swimming pool in the backyard. So visualizing, fill your heart, your mind, and your soul with the thoughts of your goals, so that you can refine your goals and achieve them faster. Number 2, find mentors or people with similar goals or interests. I have a strong desire to improve my communication for a long time, but I lack the motivation and the guidance. But finally, in August 2014, during my visit to Haskett Library in the city of Anaheim, where Anaheim Club number 2 used to meet, I met a gentleman. His name is Dave Flores, that gentleman over there who is the Toastmaster for today. And I talked to Dave about Toastmaster. So with the guidance, support, and motivation that Dave and other Toastmasters that I met along the way, like Richard Schneider, I now perceive myself as a decent communicator. If I hadn't joined Toastmaster, I would not have the opportunity to improve or learn about public speaking skills from other Toastmasters. If I hadn't joined Toastmaster, there would be no one to remind me. They sometimes remind me that the next step that I have to improve is to work on my vocal variety. So find mentors or people with similar goals or interests or even dreams. They will keep you on track and they will motivate you to achieve your goals. And remember, people might teach you say no to a lot of things, but I suggest you that say yes. Whenever your officer or your member asks you to help, that opportunity can help you a lot and achieve your goal. It motivates you to achieve your goal faster. And number 3, split your big goal into smaller goals, more manageable goals. You go to a Pizza Hut. You order a pizza. What if you ask to eat the whole pizza without cutting it into slices? You will be sitting there and thinking, how the hell am I going to eat my whole pizza? I bet you will eat your pizza faster if you cut them into slices. The same strategy can be applied in reaching your goals. My goal is to achieve my DTM designation, which under legacy includes communication track and leadership track, and require astonishingly a lot of work. If I did not split my DTM goal into smaller or easy assignments to work with, I have probably given up a long time ago. People say, eat an elephant one bite at a time. So whatever your goals are, break them down into smaller goals and tackle them one at a time. Number 4, assign those smaller goals with a timeline. A goal without a timeline is just a wish. If you have one big goal to achieve, you will not work on it, giving an excuse that you don't have time. If you split your big goal into smaller goals, those would help to incorporate easily or comfortably into your regular schedule. And achieving those smaller goals motivates you further and gives you extra confidence in reaching your big goals. So as soon as I joined Toastmaster in August 2014, thank you to Dave who motivated me to join Toastmaster. I spent my first year reaching my CC and CL. I spent my second year working on my ACB and ALB. And then I spent my third year and fourth year focusing on obtaining my AC Silver and AC Gold. Coming to the fifth year, being a Toastmaster, I'm now currently working on my Advanced Leader Silver. Combining of these smaller goals into a big one would get my DTM. So, split my big goal and then assign each assignment a timeline and visualize that 5 years from the day that I joined Toastmaster. Take me a very long but meaningful, fulfilling, and memorable journey that eventually leads me to my destination, the DTM station, where many of you and a lot of other Toastmasters have arrived before me. So, today is hard, tomorrow can be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. Number 5, keep a good reminder system. How many of you share your goals with your spouse or friends? Thank you. I share my New Year resolution with my wife. I told her I want to do a brisk walk every morning. So this day, she gets up at 5:30 in the morning. She wakes me up, and she goes back to sleep. But do you know the real reason why she wakes me up at 5:30 in the morning? Because I snore a lot. So if she wakes me up at 5:30 in the morning, at least she can get a few hours of peaceful sleep.
Yeah.
So your good reminder system can be as simple as thing to do list or poster on the wall that lists your goals. So to conclude, having a goal and doing nothing about it is equivalent to having no goal. If there's something that prevents you from reaching your goal, that something is nothing but you. The only one who stops you from reaching your goals is you. So I challenge you, if you don't feel tired, if you don't feel stressed out, if you don't feel inadequate, if you don't feel anxious, then you know you haven't tried hard enough. Over the holidays, I watched a movie named Passengers. Anyone here watch that movie, Passengers? It's about a man and a woman on their long 120-year journey in space to a new planet. Were awakened accident 90 years too early when their spacecraft malfunctioned and were forced to live the rest of their lives on board. So at first, they did not accept their unfortunate circumstances, and there were a lot of drama. But eventually, they realized they should not get hung up on where they would rather be, and make the best of where they were, and make their life together a beautiful life. So, whatever your goals are, if you have postponed taking action to your work, to your goals, do it now. By visualizing the positive outlook of your goals, by splitting your big goal into smaller goals and assign those assignments with a timeline, by finding mentors or people with similar goals or dreams, And by maintaining a good relationship, a good reminder system, I guarantee your 2019 could be your new hopefulness, could be a beginning of a chapter of your life, and could be the year that you achieve on your goals. And remember, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So have fun pursuing your goals. It's a first time.